So, what's up, August? Introduce yourself, tell me about your gender identity, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, hello, I'm August. Um, I am non-binary, trans mask.
So my name is Solus. I go by they them pronouns, non-binary of course.
So my name is Nick Mitchell. I use they them pronouns.
For the first question, how would you describe non-binary? Like, put it in your own terms.
Non-binary people are just people who don't conform themselves to either side of the binary. Like, it is under the umbrella of being transgender, but a lot of people are either like, they'll say they're a trans woman or a trans man, and then some people are just either nothing at all or everything at once. And I would consider myself one of those people. I'm nothing all and everything at once.
From a personal standpoint, I look at it more from a freedom of expression kind of standpoint, in the way that you don't really fit anywhere. And because you don't have a certain space, that means you just take up everything else.
Right? To me, it's just someone who is breaking out of the casual gender norms, I would assume. With every part of people's expression and how they show themselves, it is just as kind of a social construct of how race is.
Exactly.
Of people being oh, you're black, so you act like blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
It's well, no, that's not how that works.
Mm-hmm.
My culture is a specific way, our culture is a specific way,
Mm-hmm.
and then on top of that, being non-binary with our culture is a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
And people try and tell us how
You need to dress, what you
how
need to say, all
what
that
you need
stuff.
to do, and
Yes.
it's well, this is something that we've earned or just experienced. It's not something that's we just woke up one day and was you know what, I think I'm gonna do that now.
Exactly.
It's been brewing over time,
Yes.
and then it just becomes...
And it's the signs were there too.
Yes.
You know, how do you think society views you as a non-binary, or how you present yourself?
I think a lot of people view me as a stud, and which I don't really care about. I've never really cared what people view me as, so that's not a problem. But a lot of people just see me as more of just a masculine woman. Obviously, I can tell when I walk into a room that people can see that there's something different about me, and I think it's funny because people don't even realize it goes so much deeper than they even know.
At least from what I've seen, how random ass people interact with me, I don't think they see me as non-binary. They usually just see me as just a random guy, which obviously I don't want, because I'm not a man. And yeah, kind of just trying to live day to day as a non-binary person. It's a little hard because people don't really see you for who you are truly.
I feel once you've worked in a service position or anywhere where you have a job and people have to perceive you, it's okay. I know for a fact that everyone views me as a black woman. I know that. And I know because I dress pretty feminine, or I like to wear makeup, I like to do makeup, because that's just a fun little hobby of mine. And so I'm not all into the girly stuff, but people will see me in makeup, or they'll see me dress a certain way, and they'll be oh yeah, that's a girl, that's a woman right there.
And then it's it puts non-binaries in a space where it's oh, do I look non-binary enough?
Yeah.
But non-binary doesn't have a look.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
fuck what society thinks or how they view you. How do you view yourself? Just talk about that.
That's a bit of an unfinished question, honestly, because I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out who exactly I am.
Because there's so much to learn about ourselves.
Yeah. The more I learn, the more I realize I don't know,
This is such a silly way of phrasing this, but I view myself as a gay boy that just really likes to wear
I see that.
feminine
Yes.
stuff. So
Yes.
in my head, even if I was born masculine, I feel I would still be non-binary, and I would still be dabbling in feminine apparel or feminine stuff, just because I like it. It's cutesy.
Right.
That's not my whole personality, and that's not all I do. But in my head, that's how I perceive myself.
It's kind of building your avatar. Like, you know,
Yes.
that's
really
that's
is.
literally how I think about it.
That's why I love Sims 4 so much. Because I
It's
just
right.
be in there clicking.
Right? Exactly. Like, you don't have to look androgynous at all to be considered non-binary.
You don't.
Like, you don't.
I could be wearing the most swagged out, like, masculine, like, outfit I've
Yes.
ever put in,
Yes.
like, a masterpiece.
Uh-huh.
And people would still be like, oh, she...
No, literally.
Oh, that girl over there.
Yes.
Oh.
Literally. So that's why I be like clothes really don't have gender. Cause it's
They
like,
don't.
even if I look like the most studiest, like, I feel like
And you
people
like,
would
and
still
it'd be the day that you look extra chocolatey too, and then people be like,
Right.
oh, that's a girl.
Yes. Like, what?
It just feels like no matter what I do, no matter like what I put on, how my voice sounds, what I identify as, I'm not going to be able to fit in. So why give a fuck about
Exactly.
what other people think, you know?
Okay, so I will say, like in high school, I was definitely the type, even like in middle school, like I was definitely the type to, you know, after like during gym class, we gotta go change in the locker room.
Yeah.
Never would change out with everybody else. Like I genuinely felt like I didn't fit in at all. Like I would always go inside the bathroom and change. Like I would do stuff like that. Like I genuinely did not feel like I fit in. Like I never felt like I really experienced like that true girlhood or sisterhood.
No, heavy on that.
Like, or even the brotherhood. Like, cause I have a brother. I felt like I didn't really fit in with him and his friends. You know what I mean? I just felt like I was just an outsider. Like always. Like it was crazy. And then like once I got to college, I started observing gender more.
Yeah.
10,000%. So I like experimented with like being a little bit more feminine, like.
Or like being a bit more masculine as well.
Exactly, and then like mixing it in like together.
Yeah.
And then I also like I took notes on like how people would treat me when I like dressed more feminine versus masculine.
Yeah.
Like a mix in between. Like and like how I would like be able to make friends versus like how I look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I view myself as August. I think that even growing up, I never kept myself in like a gender binary. When I was a kid, I always described myself as having the experiences of a little boy and a little girl, because I used to spend my time in the alleys like playing footballs with the boys, and then I would enjoy doing hair. Like my dad owned a hair salon, and so I would teach myself how to braid, dye hair. Like I can still sew a mean track. Like,
Have you came out to like your family about your gender identity or like your sexuality? And how did that go? If you're comfortable with sharing, yeah, like what did your family think about it?
I feel like it's already slightly difficult enough to have to explain it to like friends and then some like mentors. So it's just like if I have to do it to them, I don't even know how it's gonna be for my family. And and you already know because you know you live with them and you grew up with them, so you're like I just know how they're gonna react.
Right.
So they know that I'm like I'm pansexual. I identify as pansexual. So they know that I'm gay in some regard because I had a flag in my room and they're like, oh,
like what's that? Or,
yeah. And like I know they're not ill-intended because my sister, she's trans, and they didn't take that in any like harsh way.
Okay.
However, that doesn't mean they don't still have questions about it. Sometimes they call her the name that is not the name that she chose for herself, and it's like they're not remembering like certain things. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna explain it every time.
It's like they're not remembering, or do you think they do it on purpose, kind of like?
For my sister, I wouldn't be surprised if they slightly did it on purpose, or they just, since they already have their way, because you know sometimes with like with older Black people, when they have their mindset on something, it's like that's the thing that.
The only person who doesn't know that I'm gay, and like I hope, like you gonna post this, is
I'm
she
like, I
gonna
can
find
take
her
it out
way?
if you
No,
want.
I don't give a fuck. It's okay at this point.
Okay.
The only person who doesn't know that I'm gay is my mother.
But like then again, it's like the signs were there.
The signs were there. I came out to my auntie. She said, oh, you ain't had to tell me that.
That's what my brother was saying. I'm like, okay, dang.
And same thing, my godmother, everybody was so supportive. But when it came to my mom's side of the family and them being so religious, it was such a rough spot for me. And so it actually ended up me going low to no contact with most of them until really last year, the end of last year.
Like, I just straight up haven't told them. They don't know. Okay. They know I might like dudes, but that's as far as it goes.
Okay. And then what's your sexuality? Like, how would you describe your sexuality?
For the longest, I've usually just said queer.
Okay.
Because, again, I don't feel like my sexuality like fits into one specific label.
Okay.
So I'd rather just keep it open, you know?
Yeah.
How has your identity shaped your romantic life, like either with yourself or like with anybody that's trying to come into your life? Like, how has it shaped it?
So romantically, I think that I've always dated open-minded people, so it hasn't been that much of a struggle. Even like the girl that I was with when I first started transitioning was very supportive. I think that masculinity is a very touchy subject for a lot of people because like it's often seen as like evil or barbaric or aggressive.
And then when you're black on top of that,
Yes.
it's scary to them. Like, you know what I mean?
Scary.
Yeah.
Starting off as a femme and then turning into a masculine person can be a hard change for a lot of the people that are dating these trans mass people. And I think that affected the girl that I was dating then.
For most people, when I like tell them that I'm like non-binary or I'm like pansexual, I'm talking to them, they don't have a problem with it. And I think it's mostly because I'm like, when I am looking, it's in queer spaces.
Okay.
Oh, that's a really good question.
Right?
That's a really good
Right, 'cause
question.
it really does, like when you come out to somebody, it could definitely shape the way that they perceive you,
Yeah.
how they see you, this and the third.
I mean, I don't know, me being non-binary, or like me discovering that I'm non-binary, like it's definitely helped with like my self-image, because it makes me feel more comfortable in who I am and like my skin and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's just like with societal pressures, it like challenges that a lot. Most of my people, or like most of the people I know, or like that I've tried engaging with in a romantic sense, like they were usually like pretty similar to me in the way that like they're probably LGBTQ, like probably aren't cis either, and probably share similar or the same like values as me. So I've never really like had my own like perception of myself. Like I haven't had that like affect other people. Or it's like not that I've noticed, but
Okay, that's good.
yeah. What would you say?
Me personally, talking to at least cis men, I've had to like tell them, oh yeah, like it's for one, it's hard for me to kind of break down I'm non-binary and you have to accept that. Also, like at the end of the day, you know, you're not straight. So like it's like that's also another thing. One of my friends, he knows what my pronouns are, but he still sometimes says like she, her.
Yeah, he still like slips up sometimes.
Yeah. So like he ended up slipping up in front of the guy I was talking to.
Yeah.
And the guy I was talking to, he was like, you literally know their pronouns. If you won't say she, her. So, and I was like, I like that.
Yo, he low-key clocked this though.
I was like, I like that. Like I was like, I find that attractive. Like I like somebody who can stand up for me. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm in a relationship, I would low key like if somebody did that for me sometimes. Cause that's kind of cute. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Like.
Like you care about me like that.
Exactly. We're not talking no more. So.
Oh.
I'm at the point where.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm at the point where I'm like, fuck relationship, bro. So an ex-friend of mine actually, she ended up saying, posting on her story, non-binary doesn't exist.
Oh.
We basically want attention. So to dive into that, should your friends support your identity? And like, do you have friends who aren't 100% supportive? How do you deal with that?
So, for me, I feel like if you have friends that don't support your identity, then they're not your friends.
Exactly.
Especially, like, for me, we were having a conversation earlier about, like, being an ambivert, extrovert. There's a lot of people that I, like, just know, and, like, I'll just know. I don't expect everyone to automatically know what I got going on and my gender expression.
Exactly.
So if a rando calls me she, or someone who I'm not close to calls me she, okay, like, I don't know you. That's okay.
Exactly.
I'm going to assume what I see, too. So I'm just going to say whatever. I try to use they for everyone just in case. But, you know, like, that's how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. But to my friends, like, I have discussions with them. If they have questions, I'll try and answer them. I try and see where their heart is at, because sometimes you can tell when people are asking because they're genuinely curious.
Versus if they just try and be like smart.
Yeah, or try and like debate you, or like try and get something out of you, like a rage baiter.
Yes.
So yeah, and you can ask any one of my friends, like my close friends. I train them.
Exactly. Yes. And it's just like, also like whenever somebody calls me a pronoun that I don't identify with, I can physically feel like
discomfort and like
discomfort. Exactly. Like literally.
It's even gotten to the point that my friends, like, if it's someone that we have like talked to before, or even if like I'm talking to one of their friends, and like I said, if I don't know the person and they call me any other pronoun, I don't care because I don't know them. But if I'm with them, they'll be like, oh, if they're like, oh, blah, 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 she, and they'll be like, they. And like, right now, and I'm like, that makes me feel.
Loving that so much. Bro, I'd be like, oh, that's because like I feel like also like as a non-binary person, somebody said she like you're not always gonna correct them. Like you're just like, you know, but like when a friend does it, it's just like wow, like special place in my heart. Like we're gonna have to talk about that later. That meant a lot to me. Like yeah. So what are some things that cis people might get wrong about gay people or non-binary people? And then like, what can you say to like back it up?
It's just the labels that they put on stuff, like, you know, boys' clothes or girls' clothes or
boys' colors, girls' colors, or like certain like even animals.
Yeah, even tattoos,
piercing,
saying a man is gay because he got a damn lip ring. You know what I'm saying? Saying a man is gay because he's an artist. Saying a man is gay because he don't want to have sex with his woman, and maybe he's a little like asexual. Maybe he's not comfortable with his woman yet. But a man doesn't have to be gay because, you know, he sets his boundaries. And I feel like that a lot of cis people just take, I don't know, like just take concepts and things, just existence, and just has to be so strict about it. It's a harsh world out there, and I think that even as a masculine presenting person, sometimes I have those things, constructs are projected onto me as well. And so it's just like, I didn't sign up for that. I didn't say I was a man, and even if I did, I can still exist in the way that I want to. I feel like people don't allow people to exist in the way that they feel comfortable without excess judgment, because a lot of these people haven't even taken the time to judge themselves, like understand themselves deeper, or they're very shallow-minded, so they can't. They need that breakthrough.
Of the ones I have seen, I've definitely seen one of like gay people being like, for lack of a better term, like really extra, you know?
Yes.
Like really like flamboyant and stuff like that. And while there are people that are like that, go them, love the confidence, but
not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody's like that.
One is that every non-binary person has colored hair or has some variation.
No.
And then right, and so like
or acceptive.
Don't even. Let me take a long for real quick. But and like we're not doing it for attention
at all.
It's not non-binaryism. It's not for attention. It's for being who we want to be
and being happy.
And being happy.
Y'all want us to be sad and depressed? Like no.
What's wrong with whimsy? When did we stop?
Right.
When did we stop doing that?
And being expressive and showing color, like.
And then the second one is probably definitely you don't know what gender you are, and so you are picking the third option. Yeah. And so it's like, no, that's not really what it is. It's not like I can't fit into either box, so I'm just gonna make my own. It's more just like, I don't really identify fully with the thing that I was born with, and I'm not. To me, it's like I'm not completely trans in the way that I'm going to be a masculine person or I'm going to be a trans man. So, and if I don't and to me, if it's not either one of those things, it's like, okay, well, non-binary is mostly an umbrella term of what you kind of express and see yourself as, and you're not participating in this very societal, like I said, like gender norm kind of thing that everyone has, where it's like, oh, you're either going to be a boy or a girl.
Yes.
So
it's like, how about neither?
Neither. What about or? Did we ever talk about or?
Right. Like there's an or in there, you know.
Yes.
That was perfectly described, though. I love that. Yes.
Just let everybody be who they are. Why do you have to be? Why does it have to always go back to being a girl or a boy?
Yes.
Love is love. Love anyone you want. Non-binary people are real. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Literal proof sitting in front of you. Two non-binary people.
Because I'm here, I'm real.
It's true. Like, we can feel each other. That's real.
Exactly.